podcast with Alonzo in command. Brought to you by Compton Entertainment Chamber, across the land. News and information, straight and uncut, we deliver. Real talk every time, sharp like a sliver. Like and subscribe, stay tuned, let's ride.
Hello, folks. This is Alonzo, the president of the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce and the editor for the Hub City Legend newsletter. And I am here today doing my civic duty as a Compton supporter. I'm interviewing every candidate that's running for office in the city of Compton. All right, that's something I do. And before I move any further, I'm going to say this right now. This is not an endorsement of any kind of any candidate. This is just a public service that we provide so you can get to know the candidates at your own pace. Today, I'm interviewing a gentleman who's running for the 3rd District, Randall Hook. Randall Hook, I'm sorry. How you doing, Randall?
Good morning, Mr. Alonzo. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy. That was a really impressive intro on your video, man. I like that. The song and everything, man.
Thank you, we try to do a little something different here at the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce.
Definitely entertainment vibes for sure.
Thank you. You are running for the 3rd District, and I'm going to ask you some of the same questions I asked the other folks. Try to keep it fair as possible. Where you live? Are you from Compton, I presume?
Yes, sir. Born and raised right here at Richland Farms. Still living here today. I'm broadcasting from there live right now.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to elementary school at Mandela Learning Institute, which is right here in the neighborhood. Small little private homeschool. That was Afrocentric kind of grade school, but here on Tishner, right in Richland Farms. Then I went to St. Albert the Great down on Compton Boulevard for middle school.
Oh, we got that in common then. I was there too.
Yep, Miss Johnson and everybody. Those are my folks. Love them to death. And then I went outside of Compton for high school because at that time the district was really going through some challenges. So I went to St. John Bosco High School for 2 years, and I went to Long Beach Wilson for my second 2 years. And then I graduated from Wilson, got my undergraduate degree in sociology from Occidental College right here in Eagle Rock, down where Pasadena and Glendale kind of meet at. And then I got my master's degree from California State University, Northridge in music and entertainment administration. Okay. So then I came back to live in Compton and been here, and you know, my whole family been here my whole life, born and raised here on the farms, and yeah.
Okay. So like I wanted to we need to talk some business after the show. You never
know.
Yes,
sir. 100%.
All right. Randall, you running for 3rd District.
Yes, sir.
You always lived in the 3rd District?
Always, my whole life, same family, same house, 36 years.
Okay. Compton Cowboy. How does that let's see, what's the question? I know about the Compton Cowboys. I've been trying to interview y'all forever. I haven't gotten around to it yet. This is my first Compton Cowboy interview. Tell me about the Compton Cowboys and how you think that might be insight for your campaign, or would it help you, or is it just something that what is the Compton Cowboys, and talk to me. For those who don't know.
Compton Cowboys definitely, I think, is the fundamental baseline for everything I stand on and what I represent and what I hope to bring to City Hall. Compton Cowboys is a group of friends and family. There's 6 of us, 5 Cowboys and a cowgirl, born and raised or in and around Compton. Grew up in the horse program here in the farms that my auntie ran when we were kids. Learned how to ranch, ride, love animals, love nature, love each other. Became hip to what it means to be family oriented, community oriented, and those times on the ranch and my aunt's leadership and my father's guidance, who's a project raised kid from Harbor City who ended up going to Harvard and get an MBA and moved back to Compton to be a role model and helped set the foundation to build our family ranch, on which I built Compton Cowboys. That's my backstory. So, you know, came up in the neighborhood. I know the neighborhood. I know the city. The people from the city are my day ones, my friends, my family. I built my Compton Cowboys business to champion Compton. That's why it's Compton first. It's not the Cowboys of Compton. It's Compton Cowboys, because Compton is first to me. Compton has been first my entire life. Everything I've done, I've went out to the world and championed our city. You know, when you're from Compton, you have a certain pride in being from the city. You have a certain tenacity, a certain grit to go out and attack life. And so Compton Cowboys now is in its 8th year. I took over our family ranch in 2018 from my aunt who was retiring after 30 years of service, which we started our ranch in 88. And what I did was I came and said, okay, if I'm gonna run the family ranch, how do I take it beyond the backyard? How do I implement a model and take a vision and an approach to it that would allow it to scale and become a bona fide business enterprise, but also will continue to have a stronger legs for the philanthropic parts of it to serve more kids, elevate more youth from just having the training in the backyard to going out and being, bona fide athletes. Right now, one of our riders that has come from our program is now a horseback rider at UCLA, and she's on the own path. She's one of the top riders in her sport and at her division. And so the Compton Cowboys is a global force, and I'm like, I've been able to do that with just being a people person, having a knack for understanding how to create opportunity, building a business that serves the city of Compton and it employs people and it serves kids. And I'm like, it's time for us to take the prominence of Compton that we have on the world stage, which is mostly entertainment driven. How do we bring those relationships and those opportunities back to the city so that the residents of Compton can feel those benefits directly, not just be proud that we did something like the Super Bowl halftime shows or the Beyonce, King Richard, stuff like that, but actually get to feel to reap the rewards of those benefits. We want to bring people into Compton and we want them to come spend their money, come buy homes. We want them to come visit and patronize Compton businesses. And so, yeah, and the short of it, my Compton Cowboys approach is what I see can be beneficial and effective in City Hall. And I'm just ready for the city to level up. I'm excited for it. I want to contribute to its next chapter. And so that's why I'm here.
You know what? My next question was, what was your vision for Compton? I think you pretty much gave it to me.
Yeah, I mean, I can double down on this specifically what the vision is.
Please do. Please do.
Because Compton, to me, if you look at the surrounding cities and particularly what Inglewood has done, where it has become a world-class destination for all things entertainment and culture and lifestyle. Inglewood is not more popular than Compton. None of these surrounding cities are as popular as Compton, and nor have they produced the level of talent and the level of success that Compton has produced. And the only difference is that there's a gap in between what we've produced, our prominence, and then our leadership, right? There's a gap in there that doesn't allow those linkages to happen. And so for me, I see Compton as a world-class destination for living, a world-class destination for education, a world-class destination for businesses and jobs, and a world-class destination for youth programming. And so I look at Compton as should be, one of the top cities in the world where people can come and be hyper localized in their living, education, work opportunities, and how they want to build and grow their families, and not have to be so spread thin and live here, work over here, go to school over here, send your kids to the thing over here. I think we're one of the cities that has a very rare opportunity to hyper localize all those opportunities and do so at a very high level. So I want to bring in great businesses, continue to add my value with what we do with the kids, investing in the future of the youth, getting them civically engaged to make it cool to be involved in politics and local government, and yeah, just continue to champion Compton in every aspect, every single way.
How would you get kids to get involved in civics? I mean, in the local politics. That was something that I've had this conversation with a couple of different potential candidates, and the low voter turnout in Compton. You got 100,000 people in Compton, but maybe 7,000 to 10,000, and give a few thousand are the decision makers. How do you increase the vote? How would you go about increasing the voter turnout?
For me, we have to find a way to establish voting as something that is important, that it directly affects your quality of life every day. There's an education gap there, but that's the most important substantive part of it. But the reality of the matter is, if young people don't think it's cool and they actually see politicians as figures who are obstructing or inhibiting the growth of the city and having a negative impact in their own daily life, they're not going to get involved. So for me, I say that's why people ask me, oh, why are you running right now? You know, you don't have to do that. You're running a successful Compton business and you're doing your own thing in the private sector. I'm doing this to show young people that no matter how, you don't have to be older to get involved. You don't have to be a career politician or career political ambitions to get involved. If you love the city and you are young and you have the energy and you're outside and people know you and you have a platform or not, it's cool to get involved because it's cool to make your city where you live the spot. We all have that feeling. We know what it feels like, you know, when you're home and you know, if you can create a great space where you live, chances of you leaving and going out to try to find other places are a lot slimmer. So what I'm trying to do is show, look, yeah, I'm 36. I don't have to wait until I've done my career and I'm on the decline and I'm looking for something to do and now it's politics time. I'm like, no, it's time now. You know, when we're young, we want our city to thrive. We want our city to be robust with energy and opportunity. It's going to take us to do that. So the way I'm going to get people involved is to continue to show, like me and my counterparts, we're getting directly involved. We're throwing our hats in the race. We're going to be active. We're going to be important figures in driving Compton's future from a legislative standpoint, from an opportunity building standpoint, from a programming standpoint, from a quality of life and layout and flow standpoint. It's up to us to do it. And we can have fun, do it. The main thing is also, I want to make it fun, right? I want to make it like it's fun to accomplish something, to establish something. It's fun when you that feeling and that reward when you execute a vision. You say, man, I want to put a restaurant right here. Boom, and you get it done. You do all the art and the creative part and the scheme, and you got all the people from the city that love it, and your friends and the celebrities. That feeling is incredible. And so I want to make it fun and cool to be civically engaged, and that's how we're going to get young people outside.
Okay. You know, I can relate to the fun part because when I had the idea of doing the Easy Street, it was a long hill, it was an uphill climb, but once it was done, it's a rewarding. Every time I drive by there, it's another reward. Now I'm trying to do something else over there to make it even better. But I get that. I totally get that. Do something, and you'd be surprised at how it makes you feel.
Yes.
Personal life, married, single, kids. Talk to me.
I have two children. Their mother, I was with her most of my life as a young person. We were really young. And so by the time we got older, we kind of had different vision about how we wanted to go about life, but we co-parent really well. I have an 8-year-old and a soon to be 6-year-old. They are my two boys, and Lux and Verse, and they are the heartbeat of my life, man. I'm very proud of them, how smart they are and how they're coming up to be decent human beings. But I was raised by my father, single father of twins. My mom, had some issues that she had to deal with when we were really young. We were babies, and she had to go back home, so she wasn't a part of our life. But I had so much love around me from my aunts and cousins and other things that I was able to turn out all right. You know, we still got some of the different PTSD effects of not having your mother as a kid. You know, those things kind of affect you in different ways and the way you approach and see life. And I'm starting to learn a lot of that now as I go through my own process with finding my own partner. And now that I do have a woman that I love, that if she's like, I hope she ain't watching this, in the beans. But obviously, clearly for me, she's that one for me that I'm hoping to be able to build a family with and make her my wife, my life partner, and build a family with her. And yeah, that's what we're doing, man. I'm a family man, dude. Like when I was young, from as long as I can remember, I always wanted to just be be successful and build a family. That's all. That's something that always drove me, inspired me. I had a knack for wanting to be, a celebrity and wanting to be popping and all that. I think that's most young men's ambition, is to try to be the guy, right? But since as I've gotten older, a lot of those things don't appeal to me anymore. I'm really not driven by the need to be in the spotlight at all, or the need to try to be rich and famous or any of that. I really just want to do something cool. I really want to have downtime to spend with my family. I want to be present for my kids. I want to take care of my girl. I want to be able to set my father up to be able to, retire and rest and have a fun and joyful part of the rest of his life. He's doing great. He's crushing it. He's my business manager right now. But thinking about how I take our family to the next level, and then doing that for my immediate loved ones too, right? Like Compton Cowboys is, like I said, my close friends and family. And I want the same for them. And our whole organization is a family-driven organization. Our kids are out there on the ranch learning the ropes. They bring their friends. Then those parents become our friends, and it's a whole community effort. So I think for me now, it's just about how do I continue to drive that and scale that, and just be a family man, be there with the family, with the kids, grow an organization that's family-driven, and show Compton that the family way is the way.
All right. Got a question for you. If you're blessed with the opportunity to be the 3rd District's city councilman, first 100 days, what would you like to do?
My first 100 days, I definitely want to really get like more of a communicative relationship just between the city leadership, the council, and the community of Compton. I think more important than any particular accomplishment on paper or tangible accomplishment, something that's important that's going to set the foundation for our future is going to be changing the energy, changing the shift, changing the paradigm about the relationship we have between the city and its residents, and the relationships we have amongst the residents and each other. Because without that understanding, we really can't really much get anywhere. I definitely want to help figure out how we address what is a hot topic right now, which is the citywide parking ordinances that are taking effect and starting to have its rollout, and citizens are responding to that as a hot issue. I definitely would love to solve that in the first 100 days. I definitely would also love to figure out how we can, as a city, address the issue with not having the proper city attorney and finding a way to have a proper city, management in terms of the relationship with the city manager, making sure that the city council are all, doing our jobs, understanding what our job responsibilities are, making sure the public and the city is aware of what our responsibilities are, and starting to, make sure that there's an accountability matrix that extends from city council, city hall throughout Compton, which is understanding which departments, who reports to who, whose job is what, and who do we hold accountable, and what systems we have to hold up that accountability. So establishing forums, not just the city hall regular hearing where people come and scream at the council, right? It's doing proper workshops to understand what's going on, that we can get a proper back and forth. And those kind of things are really important to me.
I think it's important that people understand how a city works. And I didn't know myself till I had spend some time with one of the city employees. He explained to me very clearly that a city is like a boat. It's not a rowboat. It's like a yacht. Or a cruiser. It takes a while to get things done. You have a lot of checks and balances, a lot of things have to be done. And a lot of people don't understand that. They don't teach civics like they used to in school. So people, like Dre said on this interview, that you fix the street over here, but the people on the street that you didn't fix are still mad. They still come to the city council meeting with their fist balled up, ready to jump on somebody, and you can't, because how the structure, you can't even respond to them. That's why I'm doing these kind of interviews. So hopefully people get a vibe for you as a person, and whatever decision they make. I'm not here to endorse or support anybody. I'm gonna say that again. I'm just here to let you that you have a chance to speak your platform to folks in Compton. And as I look at my screen right now, we got a few people watching you right now. So that's all good. You are live, in case you didn't know that you live.
Yeah, okay? It's all good. I appreciate it. I mean, this is what I've done. Our business is an entertainment. Compton Cowboys is an entertainment-driven business. So lights, cameras, and action is our forte. So that doesn't shy me away. I actually appreciate that, because what that does is gives a platform for people to really sit and be able to watch and interact and understand what we're trying to do. I think for me, it is important that my 4 platforms, just if anybody watching, is safe, clean neighborhoods. I think, when you live somewhere, Compton, we're paying high property taxes. A lot of us, there's a lot of residential homes where there's a lot of family members living in these homes. I think that we deserve to have nice neighborhoods, and I think that if you really look at it, there are a lot of nice neighborhoods. Compton is full of nice neighborhoods. It's just about taking it up a notch, right? Making sure they stay clean, making sure we address any extra baggage, junkage, cars, and those kind of things. But I think the safe, clean neighborhoods, so that our kids and that we feel like we can breathe when we go outside our homes, is important to me. Next is about responsible city leadership. I want to make sure that we understand, again, as I spoke earlier, make sure that the people that are running the city are doing their job. That we cannot build a proper city if we don't have leadership. The main things to grow and scale is as I know as a person who runs a business and who runs a business that is global and successful, is that you have to have good leadership and you have to be organized. Those, if you have those two things, and then you throw in having solid, decent human beings, you can accomplish anything. You got good leadership, you're organized, and you got good people in these places, you can take it to any heights, right? So responsible city leadership is one of my pillars. Next pillar is jobs and business. You know, Compton is one of those cities that is a brand of its own. People Google Compton Google searches are sky high perpetually, especially when we get on world platforms like the Super Bowl and the Oscars and those things. But a lot of times there's a blockage where businesses don't come to Compton, and they can't come for all the different reasons that we can know. It's a laundry list of those, but for those reasons, we can't bring businesses to Compton. It means we can't bring visitors to Compton. We can't bring tax dollars to Compton, and so we got to figure out a way to inspire local Compton entrepreneurs to grow and scale their businesses here, and then bring in new businesses from outside, so that way we can create a strong base for taxpayers who and income earners to be able to recycle that money and have it stay in Compton. And then the fourth pillar is youth empowerment. We have to invest in our kids. We got to create platforms for them. That's what I do through my organization. It's important, you know, giving the kids a safe space where they can meet friends, learn important life skills, get on tracks to find a way what they might like to do in their careers, and teach them positive things, and do it in a way that's fun and exciting, and it's not preachy, and something that allows them to take it on their own, gets them excited to something that they want to do. So creating those platforms and putting those kids on the right path is what's important to me. So we got neighborhoods, city leadership, businesses and jobs, and kids. Those are my four things that I care about the most, and that's what I'm working for.
Okay. All right. Like everybody, I'm gonna give you. You pretty much do a pretty good job yourself. I'm gonna give you the microphone to close it out with your ideas and plans. You've pretty much done it already, but I'm gonna make it official, so it won't be biased. Go for it.
Hey, Compton, I appreciate y'all being here to hear me out. My name is Randall Hook. I'm running for District 3 here in the city of Compton. I believe my slogan, my tagline is, we are a community of opportunity. Compton is a world-class brand. It's time to take the prominence of Compton, bring it home here for the city so that the residents can reap those benefits and feel that pride and feel that power and feel that joy and that prominence that the world knows us as on the world stage. And for me, I've built Compton Cowboys. If you look us up, you see what we do. Compton is my heart and soul. I've put Compton on the map. I've championed Compton in every part of my life. I'm born and raised here. I love this city. I want it to thrive. And the time is now. It couldn't be more timely in terms of time is of the essence. And it got to be us as young people that got to step in the ring and do it with our energy and our vision. And we got to love our elders and provide platforms for them to continue to thrive. But we have to know when it's time to, hand over the guard. And I think its time is now. And I'm very excited. Listen, I can't be more excited when I go down Compton Boulevard. I see what they did with the high school. I see the school district just starting to soar, and I see the kids outside, and it just makes me excited. My own two kids are growing up in this city, and I'm excited for them. I want them to grow up in a Compton that is just 10 times better than the one we grew up in. And so I'm outside. I'm here. I'm running for District 3. Vote for me June 2nd. Make sure you get outside. Tell people to register to vote, and make sure y'all vote. And Compton Cowboys, I'm here. Randall Hook. Look out for me. You might see my signs all around the city, the big yellow signs. Got my name on it. And you see the horse. You see some of my cowboy hat on there, too. So,
all right. That's Randall Hook, y'all. He's running for 3rd District. Before I go, I got to say this one more time. Let y'all jam me up at the 7-Eleven. This is not an endorsement of any candidate whatsoever. This is strictly a platform to give the candidates an opportunity to speak their mind and share their vision with the people of Compton. This is Lonzo Williams, the Godfather, not wrong one, president of the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce, editor of the Hub City Legend newspaper. I will see you. Thank you very much, Randall.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, Compton. Appreciate y'all.
All right, peace.